How's it going, everybody? So this is my car. It's a 2008 328i BMW. It's a coupe, and I've had it for quite some time. As you can probably read from the title of the video, I kind of want to talk about if this is maybe a good first car to have if you're in the market for your first car. So I've had this car for about 6 years, and actually it was my first car, and this is why I want to make this video, because I know when you're buying first cars like I did, a big concern of mine was, should I buy something like this, a German car that's a little bit more luxurious, and for somebody who enjoys cars and it's a passion of mine, I was thinking, should I do this or go with something safer and save up some money to get something nicer down the line. So let's get into that. So originally when I bought the car, actually I wasn't looking and wasn't in the market for a coupe or necessarily a BMW. The reason why I actually bought the car and why I decided to even go look at the car is because actually the looks. Originally I knew these cars are great driving cars. I had never driven one, but I saw a photo of it on the website of the dealership that was advertising it, and the setup with the rims, as you can see right now, and the color really stood out to me. So let's talk about some of the modifications that this car has. It's nothing too crazy, it's mainly cosmetic things. So the first thing you can probably tell is the rims. So these are not the stock rims. These are M Performance rims that came in with the car, and to be honest, they had quite a bit of scratches on them when I originally bought it, so you can probably tell there's like a little yellow paint there. So they're not in great condition, but overall, I think it does change the character of the car. So that's the first thing the car came with. And especially when you're buying a car under 15,000, a car like this, you can't really expect it to be perfect. So that's one of the things I have complaints about as far as buying a car like this. You're probably not going to get one in the greatest condition. The other thing is actually that the car has been lowered, and actually I didn't know that when I bought the car necessarily. So I knew that was a little bit lower, but I wasn't sure if that's stock or not. So the car has definitely been lowered a little bit. And it does make the ride a little bit rough, but it definitely makes it for a better look, which I don't mind the ride for the look of the car. So other than those things though, the cosmetic small things, which are not even that many, the car is basically bone stock. It's a really fun car to drive. Actually has the M package, and you can tell by the paddle shifters on here, side of the mirror, that it has that package. So actually it's been a great car. The one complaint I would say about this car is the exhaust notes. It's the 328, and it's a very quiet car. I have driven the M version of this, the M3 version, and it definitely makes a big difference when you can hear the engine, which is obviously a V8, a much different engine than this. This one I believe is only about 202 horsepower, but with the V8 engine it makes a huge difference. So my car currently has about 142,000 miles. Originally when I bought it, it had about 104,000 miles, so quite a bit of miles. And as you can imagine, probably that's a concern of everybody buying a car like this. And should they do it with this many miles? Will it be reliable? And I always tell people, do your research, go online, read about the car, read about the model. At this point, this car, they're quite old, so there's a lot of people that can give you exactly what's going on with the car at different times of the life of the car. You can find enough information to make educated decisions, and that's what it comes down to. When buying a car, regardless of what kind of car it is down to doing your research and making an educational decision, and not just pulling the trigger because the car looks good, you love it, and and you're still young and this is my first car, and you make a stupid decision which can ultimately bring you down to getting something nicer maybe down the line as your second car. But again, I'll do my research for the specific car that you're looking to buy, and then based off that make a decision. And you never know, nobody can guarantee you if a car is going to break or not. Fortunately enough, I've had a great experience with my BMW, which BMW with high mileage do have a bad rep, and rightfully so. I mean, if you buy the wrong BMW, I can see how it can go pretty deep in your pocket for repairs. So kind of my final thoughts about the car. If you're looking for something within probably under 10,000 range right now, or 10, 15,000, I think this is a great first car. My experience has been great with it as far as reliability. I've had only one issue with it, and these cars specifically do have issues with the starter. So my starter did have to be replaced. I believe it was about $400, so that happened 2 or 3 years ago. So that was actually quite an annoying problem because I had to tow the car to the local BMW dealership, which was about 45 minutes away from me, which is quite a bit far. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with the car. You know, I hope this video helped anybody out there looking at these cars to buy, whether it's your first, second, third car. If you're generally speaking looking for a device on these cars, I think I'm going to make some more videos in more depth about specific things like running costs, reliability, and so on, to give you more inside information. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good information out of this video. I'm gonna wrap it up. So if there's anything else you'd like me to go over, please let me know.